YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, August 9th, and we're talking NFL preseason. We have 8 games on the slate today. Beautiful. We have 8 games all day. I love that. A full slate of football. My Tampa team plays. Beautiful day overall. We have 2 tomorrow. We'll cover these 2 tomorrow, but today we're just going to focus on Saturday. We had 3 games yesterday, 3 games Thursday. Yesterday, there was 2 main, well, I guess 3 stories. The Detroit-Atlanta game, clearly had the injury, so that they stopped the game, basically, as they should have. It's a preseason game. It doesn't matter. Really, the dude went to the hospital. It's football. It's going to happen. And then you have, like, asshats on Twitter just talking about, am I going to avoid? I need my money because my bet getting voided. Who cares at this point? If you're betting so much on NFL preseason that it's actually going to matter if you eat or not, you need to reevaluate your life choices. Just saying. Like, I'm betting preseason, yes, but I said it yesterday, the day before. My bankroll sizes are different based on the sport. Baseball is way higher than WNBA, and WNBA is way higher than NFL preseason, which is very, very, very low because I'm watching this man to get an idea of who these players are. That's all I'm watching it for. Yeah, but I want a little bit of action. That way, it's a sport, it's an event. I want to bet on something. That's what I do. So we do that. So let's recap yesterday. Obviously, yeah, sports books, I ain't avoiding that. Sorry. Read your rules of your book you're on. If you want to avoid, you better don't take these. Just saying. So, but then again, it doesn't even matter. Like, the first question is like, okay, is it do okay? That's what you should be focused on. Instead, you worry about if you got your $10 back. Come on, man, do better. Cleveland, Carolina, everybody cared about Shador. That's all it was. They won 30-10. And that first pass was a dot. I give him that. That was a dot. That was good stuff. And did you see the Bryce pass where he floated it in? It was like, that was beautiful too. There were some good passes in that game. Good stuff. Overhit. Should have took the over in the Washington game. My God. Washington did not care at all about that game. New England scored 48 points. Washington got 18. That's what, 62? Something like that? Crazy. So, I mean, it was fun. Just sitting there watching football with a little bit of action on it and getting to see players and this and that was what was the best part yesterday. It was like, oh, baseball was going miserably, but I was watching football and I was like, it's okay. I'm watching football. It's all right. So that's today. We have 8 games on the slate today, and man, it couldn't be better. Can't wait. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get to the first game right now. All right, first game on the slate is going to be Giants and Bills, and I've been trying to find stuff, but both coaches came out, and no one's saying who's starting or not. Like no one's really talking about who the starters are going to be. All we know for certain is that Josh Allen's not playing for the Bills. That's all we know. Giants have mentioned Daboll's not told us anything, so he's being very coy for it's preseason game 1. What are you doing? Like, okay, so we have to assume that players could play. They could play. We've seen a couple teams now, or 3 or 4, I think 3 teams now, actually play their starters for like the first series or 2. They play Bengals did it a couple days ago. Carolina did it yesterday. They play a series 2, they pull them out, they're done. So we can assume both might do this, but Bills are not going to have Josh Allen. So we need to go look at the actual depth charts. But first, let's notice here, you can see it opened at 2.5, and now it's 3 for Bills. So nothing's been known so far. 36.5 is our total. Overs are 5-1, by the way, in the first 6 games. Did you know that? Yeah. Last year, they were 1-5 in the first 6 games. So, yeah, interesting how things change in one day, 1 year, whatever. So let's go ahead and pop over to the Giants. We want to go depth chart and see what they're up to. We're going to see a lot of James probably. We're going to see Jackson Dart. We're going to see DeVito too. We should. I know we're not going to see Russell Wilson. He's not going to do preseason. I don't think he's going to do any preseason games. Jameis is probably going to do, maybe he might do a series or 2. Jackson's going to do a bunch in DeVito. What about, Skidaboo. Questionable. I don't like that. So you can see all the players there. There's your defensive players. There's your lineup there. Special teams for the Giants. There you go. Let's pop to the Bills. Take a look over at their depth chart and see what we have cooking up. And you can see Josh Allen's not playing. It's going to be Trubisky, White, and Shane Michelle. I do not like this quarterback room outside Josh Allen. If he goes down, they might be in some trouble this season. That's not... Okay. Yeah, you can see everybody else there. There's your team. And then we come on down to the defense. There you go. Yep. Special teams. Cool. Looking at this one, since we don't know anything about it, like, I'm not going to bet there's 8 games. I'm not betting all 8 games today. You lost your damn mind. Like, I didn't take the Washington game. I should have. I watched a good bit of it, but I didn't bet on it. I wish I did. I should have live bet. What was I thinking? Anyways, this one, since we don't really know what's happening, I prefer the Giants quarterback room more than the Bills right now, based on Josh Allen not playing. But other than that, I just can't. I don't know. There's nothing here making me. I want to take teams where I can see where things are happening. Like there's some position battles and stuff. I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of James probably. We get to see Dart and Vito. I was Dart and Vito versus White and Bouchel. Yeah, I don't want none of that. I'm going to pass on this one and move on. All right, game two is going to be Texans and Vikings. Currently, we have Minnesota open at 1.5. Now it's 4. JJ is going out there to make his start. I think it's already been announced he's going to start. And this is going to be weird because this is the game he hurt himself last year. So preseason opener. We'll see what happens today. So it's like, I think people are calling it a milestone moment. So 37.5 is our total out there. Let's go ahead and look at our depth shots. Stroud. Houston hasn't really announced who's going to play or not, but if not, we got Keaton Slovis, Graham Mertz, and Davis Mills behind CJ Stroud. I mean, not a terrible quarterback room. You can see the rest of the players on offense there. You get to see some dudes, who's going to play, who's out, things like that. Defense, a lot of outs over here on that D-line. That's not good when you're trying to settle who's going to be on the team and not. That's a banged-up defense. My God. That's a lot of injuries. That's good for the over. And we got special teams there. You can see that. So let's go to Minnesota. JJ's going out there. Sam Howell, Brett Rypien, and Max Brosmer. Wow, that's a team. All right, that's a team. Yeah, questionable. JJ's not playing. JJ playing, but Justin Jefferson's not playing. Lucky Jackson, what a name. You can see the rest of the people there. You see the O-line. Their defense isn't as banged up though. You can see that. I'm leaning over. That's the first thing I think of these two teams. I think there's going to be higher scoring. That's the first thing my initial gut's telling me over, based on this. So, yeah. And if anything, I'm leaning Houston more than anything too. So, based on these two, we haven't seen again 2 coaches who have been pretty close about what they're doing. They're not telling much out there. The line hasn't moved too much. 37 is a key number. Like 38 is the key number. 37.5 is a hook under that. I like that. We're going to take the over 37.5 in this one. Over 37.5, and we're going to move on to the next one. All right, next one's going to be Cowboys and Rams. Currently, we can see the line hasn't moved too much. It opened Cowboys 2.5. Now it's 1.5. You see over under 33.5. Now it's 34.5. So nothing's really moved on the lines. We come over here to the Cowboys. We can see their depth chart. We can see what they got going on. Dak is not playing. It's already been announced. So it's going to be Joe Milton taking the start, followed by Will Grier. I mean, at least you know who your second and third string are. You ain't got to worry about anybody else. And then the rest of your team there. And then there's a lot of dudes on defense. My God, there's a lot of people. So you see that there. Apparently, yeah, the offensive line is a little banged up out there. So you can see there are going to be some, yeah, a little bit of a light line. So Milton might be running for his life a little bit. So especially against the Rams out there. So, and then your special teams for Dallas. The Rams is going to be, it's not even going to be Jimmy. It's going to be Stetson Bennett. Apparently, he's the one that's going to be starting today, not Jimmy G. Then Dresser Wynn. I don't even know who the hell Dresser Wynn is. That sounds like a created player makeup person. Like I watched a lot of college last year, and I've never heard of this person. See, this is why I use preseason to learn who these players are. I don't know who they are. So, and then like you see like Devontae's on the Rams with Buka and Kyron. It's a nice little team. 2-2. Yep, you need to learn all this, make sure people are still where they're supposed to be, or if new people moved around. That's what I try to do this for, because you know when the Super Bowl ends, my mind turns NFL off. I watched the draft in April for like those couple days, and then like yeah. So it's like that's it. Then once the NFL comes back, then I focus. That's what preseason is for. It's not just for them; it's for us, so we can get our mindset back and learn what these people have moved to. Like, where are you playing now, good sir? Oh, there's a lot of questions on defense too. So maybe. Yeah, I can't bet on a team with Dresser Wynn potentially going to take half the snaps today. I can't do that. Oh my God. 34.5 though. I don't trust Joe Milton now. So I don't trust him at all. I trust Will Grier more than Joe Milton. Why? But that's just me personally. I don't know why. Just for passing purposes, I think he's going to do a lot of running today. So I can see that running, which means under could be in play. That's why it's 34.5. I'm going to be smart. We're not touching this. We're going to leave this alone. Next. All right, next up is going to be Steelers and Jaguars. And let's keep it real. Everyone's watching for one reason. It's going to be for Travis Hunter. That's it. They want to see if he plays both ways. How he does on offense, how he does on defense. That's all. So, and it's also been announced that Pittsburgh's not going to be playing a bulk of their starters. All their main pieces will not be playing. Jacksonville with Cohen as the new head coach out there, the former OC from Tampa. So now you get to see him lead the team and see how he does as a head coach out there. It's going to be fun to see. Apparently, he's taking the game seriously, so there's going to be playing a lot of starters, which is great for the home team, 4.5 point favorite. I think I like that already, but we'll look at the depth chart and everything too. So that's on the reports I've seen. Things could change, but what I'm seeing is that he's supposed to play a bunch of players. So Aaron will not be playing, so it's gonna be a bunch of Mason Rudolph, Will Howard's questionable, and Skylar Thompson. That's a room right there, isn't it? And then you got like DK probably won't play. Yeah, just assume Pittsburgh starters aren't playing. Simple as that. You can see the rest of the dudes out there. Let's go with the defense. Anybody? Yep. You see them all right there. So, and then special teams, cool. Jacksonville, this is where we want to pay attention. T-Law might not play much, but he probably going to play. Then you got Nick Mullins, then John Wolford, and Seth Hennigan. All right. Etienne Jr., BTJ, obviously a beast. Travis Hunter, there he is. And yep, in all his glory. Is he going to be starting on defense too? Let's see. And where is he on the defense? You know he's on this list somewhere. Let's see. Let's see. He's not. Am I blind? No, there he is right there. Second string corner. Gotcha. I knew he'd be on there somewhere. So everyone's watching for that. There's hype there. Jackson's got hype for the first time in a while. It's cool. It's cool stuff. Mainly because of him and then like the new head coach. Cool. Special teams. For me personally, I got to take Jacksonville. I'm rooting for it. Hey, Jack's 4.5 point favorites at home against Pittsburgh's not playing all their star pieces, all their main pieces. Jacksonville is going to be playing a bunch of pieces. I'll tell you, that's enough for me. I'm good. Give me, it opened up at half, and now it's 4. I'm good with that. Give me Jacksonville 4.5 next. All right, another one is up now. It is Tennessee and Tampa Bay. One I'm personally interested in, obviously, because of Tampa. But so you can see currently it is Tennessee by 3. Nice, perfect number to be on. Tampa has already been reported not to play a bunch of players. Baker's dealing with a small injury himself, so 32.5 is our total. Let's go to the depth charts. This one should be pretty quick and easy. Cam Ward's playing, we do know that, and Calvin Ridley's playing. That's all you need to know. This connection right here this season is going to feed families and fantasy and whatnot. Like I want to play fantasy just so I can get this combination right here. That combination, I want to get Baker and Emeka. I want to get those are the two, yeah, because he's going to be throwing so much to him. You already know what's going to happen. So I'm excited for it personally. So yeah, there's your offense. A lot of players out there. So he'll play some. Then you get Brandon Allen, Tim Bull. Yeah, exciting times, good stuff. And then your base D, there it is. And then your special teams. Tampa, bunch of injuries going on out there. Chris Godwin's still in a knee brace. We saw yesterday. Dude was wearing sweats and a hoodie, like it's 100 degrees outside. He's still rocking sweats and a hoodie. Crazy. I mean, I live here and I wouldn't do that. So it's hot. So you can see the O-line's got some issues too, which is not good. So if starters play any, which some might, but they ain't gonna play long, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, you got your defense there and your special teams. For me, I'm personally just want to see this. I want to see this to this. That's all I want to see. So I'm taking Tennessee by 3. Tennessee -3. That's my play. I ain't doing nothing else. Next. All right, next up we got Jets and Packers. Currently, it is a 3.5 point spread for the Pack at home. Going up against New York, and 38.5 is our total. Let's come on over to the depth charts, take a look at both teams. It's been pretty much discussed that both teams are going to play their starters for a little bit, not too much probably a drive or two, depends, we don't know, but most of they're going to play starters, so we'll see how many actually play. So you can see the Jets team with their new head coach out there, seeing anytime you get a new coach in preseason, they always try to be usually they try to be flashy and they try to get at least, be competitive, try to get a win. You know how that works. So, and there's your offense, there's your defense for the Jets team, and there's your special teams. Green Bay, their coach has a losing record in the playoffs, the preseason. So he doesn't seem too inclined. Not as bad as Washington, but it's still, he's not really a fan. He has a lot of injuries dealing with right now too. There's a lot of injuries happening out there for Green Bay. So on offense, I don't foresee them trying to hurt any starters or anything. They are, man, that's a lot of stuff. So special teams, for me personally, don't like either one, if anything. I'm not really keen on anything here for either team, offensively or defensively. So I'm going to leave this one alone. Pass. Next. All right, next up we got Chiefs and Cardinals. Currently it is a 3-point spread for Chiefs on the road. It has been announced that both teams will be playing starters, but apparently it doesn't matter for the Chiefs in the preseason. They have a losing record when playing starters in the preseason. It doesn't, they start, but then they just don't care that much. So they have a 3-point favorite, mainly because Mahomes will be playing. Cardinals at home +3. This is going to be one of those ones I'll probably leave alone, but let's take a look to see the depth charts anyways. So you can see who's out there. Gardner Minshew. Yeah, Bailey's out, man. Okay, so there you go. This team is going to be tossing that tater all over the field. You can see it. Then whoever the hell that is. whatever. This is why we do preseason, so we can learn together, so we can learn these people. So you can see that, you see the people, there's your defense, and then there's your special teams. We go to Arizona, we look at their depth chart, anything crazy. Kyler Murray, they don't have really any injuries. That's very nice. Couple IRs, there's a year out. They're the injuries. They're all on defense. Well, that's making me want to take the over. Absolutely. When you see a bunch of people that are supposed to play, trying to get spots on the team, are banged up, that ain't good, because they're not going to play the starters the entire game. You know that ain't going to happen. They're going to play these guys down here. So, yeah, what's that total sitting at? 39 and a half. They already expect the high scoring one, and I think I'll do that too. Let's go over 39.5. If you can find a 38, take it. 39.8. What did I just type? 39.5. I'll take that. This should be a higher scoring game because you saw who's backing up at home. So everybody's going to play. Let's get some points on the board. Next. All right. Last one's Broncos and the Niners. It's in San Fran. Broncos are a touchdown favorite on the road, though. It opened at San Fran, but there's been, Denver's going to be playing their starters. They've already announced this. I could not find much about San Fran playing. I'm assuming based on the spread, they're not. So let's look at the depth chart so we can see Bo Nix, then Jarrett Stidham, then Sam Ehlinger. Okay, you can see that. You can see all the wideouts, the O-line, not many injuries, which is good. Base D, you can see all that. Not many injuries here as well. And then Denver has one of the top defenses. We know that. They were quite nasty last year. So I assume they're still going to be nasty. And they were very good. If you took unders in Denver games, it worked out pretty well usually. Special teams, you can see that. Let's go San Fran, see their depth chart. Brock Purdy, Mac Jones. See, I did not know Mac Jones went to San Fran. See, this is why we do this, so I can learn things. Look at all the injuries. So, gee, that's a lot of injuries all over the place. They are beating the hell out of each other, aren't they? Jeez, it's just crazy. Either that or just not playing because they don't want to get them hurt or something. But I'm assuming they're all banged up a little bit. So, and then that. So, yeah, this one, I mean, it's 7 for a reason. It's 35 is the total. I mean, I lean the under and I lean Denver, but I'm not touching this. You crazy? That's just nonsense. Even if this was a real game, I wouldn't touch this. Like, no, we're going to pass it, end it right there. So let's go back to the schedule. Pop on over. We got 2 games for tomorrow. Then we will conclude week 1 of the preseason. My God, it feels good to say that. Football's back. Oh, beautiful. Just wait till we get college too. Oh, beautiful times. So appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. If you see any updates or anything, post them in the comments. And do not bet a lot of money today. Be smart. Be cautious. Little tiny bets just to have a little fun. Maybe just one parlay just to have something. Be smart. That's all I got to say. I'm going to stop preaching. Be smart. I'm done. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll cover these 2 games. I'll see you then. Peace.